Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Resin Me Up. Before we get started today, I just want to let you all know that I had not had not put a video out since last week, and there was a reason for that, and it's because I needed to take a couple mental health days, and I've just had so much going on in my life that I just needed to take a break. And I think, everyone needs to do that from time to time. And it was my time. I just needed to take a break. So I am back, and today we are going to make a clock. I thought this clock was really cute. It is a flower. And inside this flower, there is another little flower. And then down here, there's a little fairy, it looks like, with a bird. And then it's got the little numbers on it. And I thought this would be really cute if, before we get started, I do want to show you guys some of my extras that I have that have been sitting here, and I have finished those up in the couple of days that I've kind of been taking a hiatus. And this is one of the jars, or a jar. You guys knew basically what I did with this jar is, and I wanted to let you guys know that quite a while back, I showed you guys a technique that I have been doing for quite some time. And this was the technique. And basically what this technique is I pour clear, then I pour another color, and then I pour white or another color, and I alternate these colors. And I've been doing this technique for quite some time. And I don't know how to say it without really coming out and saying it, but when I do a technique that belongs to someone else, I am always 100% honest, and I give that person credit for that technique because it's not mine. And, I always shout them out. I give them credit for that technique, and I make sure that everyone knows that it's not my technique. But here's what I want to tell everyone. And, we've all been doing resin long enough to know that if you're going to use someone else's technique, it's only fair that you don't take the technique as your own, and you certainly do not give the person that either created the technique or that has been doing this technique credit for it. So I'm not going to name any names because that would be foolish. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that there is someone that is out there taking techniques, and they are using them as their own. And I'm sure that a lot of you watch Daniel and Julie, and they have reiterated on this so many times on their channels. And I would never take someone else's technique and call it my own. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I've been doing this technique for a long time. I've made so many of these projects, and you guys have watched me do it. And I could go get all of my projects that I've done where I've done this technique, and I've been doing it for a while. So that being said, all of my new subscribers, especially ones that have started their channels, if you're going to do a technique that belongs to someone else, please make sure that you give that channel or that person credit for that technique and let them know that you're using their technique, and shout them out on your channel. It's the only thing, it's the fair thing to do. And, uh, link their channel in your description box, and, just be fair about it. Don't be selfish and try to take someone else's technique as your own. So I'm off my soapbox. And so just don't do it. It's not cool. So now this is that very same technique that I've always done. And what I did is this is all leftover resin from other projects. And what I did is I took clear, and this was leftover resin from the soap dish that I made for Jennifer Jacobs. And so I took clear, and then I took yellow, because I never use yellow. So I stepped out of my comfort zone and used yellow. I used yellow alcohol ink, and then I used the bronze and the the mica powders that I used in her soap dish, the bronze, the chestnut, and the copper. And what I did is I layered those inside, and it's hard to see because I've got the rub and buff on it now, but if you can see inside of there, I layered those colors in there, and then I let it cure. And then I took the gold rub and buff, and I rubbed it on the edges of the jar to make it look like an aged jar. And I think it turned out pretty good. It's pretty cool. And so that's what I did with that one. So there's that. And then with some more of the leftover, I did the same thing with this bear. I layered the chestnut, the bronze, and the copper, and that's how this little bear turned out too. And it's so cool. That chestnut is so cool. And then I just embellished him. I put a little love heart over the heart that was on him, and I put rhinestones on his eyes, gave him some little eyelashes, a crown, and I put little pink rhinestones in his ears. I outlined it with some of this. It's liner gel, and it's for fingernails, for nails. And then on the back, look at this, I put a little flower on a spinner for his little tail. So that's how that turned out. It's very cute. But if you can see all of the chestnut and the bronze, and up here on his head, you can really see the copper. So that's how that turned out. Very cute. So there's that. And then one last thing, this bear has been sitting over here, and anytime I've done anything with brown, I just been filling him up. So he finally became full. And what I did was I took gold rhinestones around his ears, on his nose. I put a little bow tie on him and on his feet. And that's how he turned out. Ain't he cute? And he's the little geometric mold, the bear mold. Oh yeah, I thought that was kind of cute. So those are the extras that I had over here, and they've just been sitting. And so I just finished those off. Okay, so back to today's project. We're going to do these numbers, and then I want to brush this flower and the fairy. I think on this fairy, though, I want to do some kind of an iridescent color for like her dress and her wings, because, you know, she's a fairy. So fairies have to, you know, stand out. So we're going to figure that out. And then I think I want to do that chestnut on these numbers. So let me grab that color and then I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I changed my mind. I think I'm going to go with the dark magenta instead. So I am going to get my trusty brushes that I just got. Um, this company reached out to me, and the name of the company is called Golden Maple. And they, I just happened to be in the market for a new set of brushes because I was looking for a good quality set of brushes because I'm always trying to find brushes with small details. And I looked on Amazon. I looked, you know, I pretty much looked everywhere. And of course, you know, when you go and you try to buy brushes, they're always so expensive per brush. And so these guys reached out to me, lo and behold, and asked me if I would like to try their brushes. And I thought, gosh, perfect timing. And so I said, sure. And so they sent me these, and these are, let me pull them over here. These are a set, and they're all detail brushes. Let me set this down here for a second. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 brushes. And they start at a bigger brush and they go down to a very, let me get it out here, a very fine brush. And the handles are all wooden. And this around here is what I was impressed with. Look how deep those are riveted, you know, and you have the cheapy brushes that you get with your mica powders and stuff that fall apart because they're not riveted deeply. And so that's why those come off. And so these are very deeply riveted. And the name of the company is called Golden Maple. And they're just a very good quality brush. And so they sent me out this set. They have mini sets. This is the set that I chose, actually. And then these 3 brushes, I'm assuming these are like smudging brushes, but they're really soft. And so you could probably use them like blending brushes or, you know, whatever. Same deep rivets. And they are numbered 5, 4, and 2. And so they come in this wonderful canvas bag that closes. Get that back in there like that, and then it ties closed so you can keep them in this bag. And so far, I am really impressed with how nice these brushes are. So I forgot to even tell you what they were, and that's what these are. And so they asked me to review them, and so you can go out to their website and check them out. I'll put a link in my description box of where you can go. And they did not give me a discount code or anything like that. But yeah, so that's what these brushes are. And like I said, so far, I've been really impressed. Because I'm all about the details, and you guys know that. So, and trying to find a good brush to do that with has been really hard. Okay, now I'm going to clean up around these edges, get off that excess. Okay, BRB. Okay, guys, that took a little longer to clean up than I thought it would. We are going to take the chrome powder, holographic pink, and we're going to brush it inside all of these here. Isn't that pretty? All right, now we've got to figure out what we're going to do our flower in and our fairy. And what I grabbed for the fairy is the hot pink chartreuse chameleon flakes. Oh, it's already flying everywhere. Okay. Should I do the flower in this too? Okay, so we're going to do the flower with this. And then we'll clean up around that, and then we'll be ready to pour some resin. How pretty is that? Very pretty. Okay, y'all, we are back. So, what do you guys think about me backing this with white instead of another pink? Okay, y'all. Got my resin mixed up here, and it's white. I thought about Magic Pour, I thought about polyurethane, and then I thought, you know what? We're going to marble this. So I mixed up I used my Cast and Craft red, mixed it with some Cast and Craft white, and we're going to see what we can come up with here as far as a color. And you never know, this may or may not work, but we'll give her a shot. Okay, we're going to let that cure. Like I said, I used the 4-hour fast cure, so it shouldn't take too long to cure. Hopefully we don't have any bubbles around the edges. So we will be back when this is cured. See y'all. Hi everyone, welcome back. I got a couple bubbles here on the back of this, but should be okay. Let me see what we have here. If I can get a hold of this. Get it out. All right. See that? You know what that means. We got bubbles. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So you can see we got bubbles on here, which really isn't that big of a deal. I can fix them. But look at that. Does that look cool or what? I somehow did not get that around there, which I can fix that. Good grief. But how pretty is that, you guys? We can fill those in. I should have probably sprayed alcohol on those or on this, but I was afraid if I sprayed alcohol, it was going to disrupt our brush on stuff. But we got some bubbles to fix. And you guys have seen me fix bubbles before, so let me put you guys on pause. I will get all these bubbles fixed. I love the marbling. Doesn't the marbling look good? What do you guys think about the marbling? Do you like it? It's cute. It's very cute. So let me fix these bubbles and then I will be right back. Okay? All right, y'all. I got this all fixed. That was quite a job. So now let's get this on here. This isn't supposed to be that hard. It's supposed to just fit right on there. All right, guys. BRB. Okay, guys, I got it figured out. They were backwards. It's the silver side, not the black side. So I got them on there, got the battery in, and since they're silver, I went ahead and took my silver pin and just put a line around those. And so there you have it. There is the clock. Oh, and that was gold. And so I painted it silver too because it was cold and it looked funny. So there you have it. What do you guys think? What do you think of my clock? Do you guys like it? All the pink and the marbling and the flower. I did put a pink rhinestone in the middle of the flower. Yeah. What do you think? I like it. It's cute. It's not very big, in case you didn't know. Let me measure it here for you. From this petal to that petal is about 8 1/4. So I'd assume it's probably the same. Yeah, it's about 8 1/4 all the way around. So it's not a very big clock. And it's so quiet. Never heard a clock that quiet. Usually they go tick, 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 tick. This one doesn't make any noise at all. So, and yes, that goes on the bottom of there, but it's not going to kill it not being on there. So what do you think, guys? Let me know what you think in the comments of my pink marbled clock with the fairy and flower and all that good stuff. My silver pin just leaked all over my table. So, all right, guys, that's it for me today. Let me know what you think about this cute little clock in my comments. And if you like the clock, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. And yeah. So that's it for me, guys. So remember to stay curious, stay creative, and always remember to stay positive. And we will see you on the next one. Good night, y'all.